thank you for that. Several proposals now on the table, giving us an idea of how the Kern High School District may redraw the boundary lines for their 5 board members.
The district is making the change to avoid a lawsuit. This comes after claims that the current boundaries were drawn to dilute the Latino vote. Eyewitness News reporter Kristen Powers shows us the proposed maps. Kristen?
Dave and Rochelle, Monday, the Board of Trustees saw proposed maps from both the district and the Dolores Huerta Foundation. That's the group that threatened them with a lawsuit if they didn't change up the voting lines.
A political shakeup may be underway at the Kern High School District after all 5 trustees voted to redraw their boundary lines last month. Monday, the trustees seeing proposed maps on how to make the change. A handful of ideas coming from the district and one coming from the Dolores Huerta Foundation. Both sides have the same goal, to create a second Latino majority district. Currently, District 2 is the only one. But from the proposed maps, it's clear they have very different ideas on how to do that.
We need a substantial shakeup.
Gerald Cantu is the Education and Policy Director for the Dolores Huerta Foundation. He says they want to see District 3 turn into that second Latino majority district, clumping together areas like Arvin, Weed Patch, Lamont, and Greenfield.
By keeping it, intact and together as one block, they can have an opportunity, to have an effect on the outcome of the election and choose a preferred candidate.
Doing this also kicks current trustee Joey O'Connell out of his area.
They need to do right by the communities.
The district's proposals all look to keep the trustees in their same area, while still creating a new district that has a majority of Latino voters.
That's actually part of the problem because they live within 3 miles of each other, and so that's why all the lines have to converge in those areas.
Trustee Jeff Flores says the board welcomes the ideas coming from the Dolores Huerta Foundation and will review all maps that are proposed. But ultimately, the board will decide how to redistrict.
The Board of Trustees should reflect its constituents. It should reflect the full diversity of the county, and that's just not what we have now.
The board is including the community in this redrawing process. April 16th is the first public hearing. Well, they will listen to ideas. Now, under the current timeline, the district is hoping to have a new map finalized by late May before the fall election. Reporting in studio, I'm Kristen Powers, Eyewitness News. Dave, back